नाम इन्होंने रखा है पुनरुत्थान।
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. I now request the chief guest for this morning's event, Shri Durga Shankar Mishra ji. He is the Secretary for the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Government of India. So I'll request him to kindly deliver the inaugural address, please.
Professor Rao, Director of School of Planning and Architecture, Delhi. Amrenth, the President of NOSPLAN. All the students of planning and the members of faculty of planning who have joined this 3 days Punarutthan event from 29th onwards. At the outset, let me compliment you for this 3 days event on such an important subject. I apologize for not being present in person because of my some other commitments outside Delhi. I would have loved to be here and be talking to the students who are pursuing the area of planning and architecture. Well, I am very impressed with the word you have chosen for this 3 days event, Punarutthan. It is resurgence, transformation, and that is the age in which we are moving in. We are in now. Planning is one subject which many people may not even know how important they are. In fact, they think that anybody can plan, anybody can do the architecture. You don't require any specialized activity. But of late, when things have started moving in the urban areas so fast, the country has realized the importance of planning. And those who have developed expertise in this area, they've started gaining importance. When somebody like me, I was born in a village. My initial 12 years was in my village. But then I moved to the urban area for the education. And from then on, I had been in the urban area. The first thing somebody encounters when he moves to the urban area is the housing. Completely new thing which we didn't even know when the Honorable Prime Minister was envisioning. And my ministry, through large scale consultation, came out with a mission. And today it is making a bold statement across the country. Not only those 100 cities were selected, for the first time in the country, I have put in 37 years in the Indian Administrative Service and have served in different capacities in the state of Uttar Pradesh and in the central government. And I have only learnt that the government missions and the programs are like entitlements. Once the government launches a scheme or a program or a project, one gets entitled because one is backward, or one doesn't have that, or something of that kind. But this was one program which came through a challenge, a new paradigm shift, where any city was eligible for participation. And the criteria was, how do you dream your city to become smart over a period of time? How do you raise resources? The central government will give partly, state government will give partly, but how do you raise the resources to realize your dreams? And what do you do to make your city achieve the dreams and aspirations of the citizens? Ultimately, a great scholar and a planner, architect from Denmark, Copenhagen, I'm forgetting his name, says cities are for the people. When the cities are for the people, the cities should address the issues of the people. And this smart city was nothing but ensuring first the livability, culturally sustainable, socially sustainable, economically sustainable, and employability, that is improves the livelihood opportunities. It gave immense opportunities for the city administration to innovate, to do things which were citizen friendly, citizen centric. And I can say today a total smart city plan of nearly 205,000 crores, which was the aggregate of these 100 cities. We have already grounded projects worth nearly 146,000 crores. We have already completed projects worth nearly 40,000 crores, and a large number of them are under public-private partnership. The smart command and control centers, 53 of them are operational. 54th, I am going tomorrow to Dehradun to launch of the new smart command and control center in Dehradun. They are like the brain and the nervous system a human being has, so does the city has. The city can see things, process things, decide about things, whether it is sanitation, water, sewer, security, safety, transport, anything you think of, education, health. You think of anything. During COVID, when the world was facing such big challenges, our integrated command and control centers, they played a very, very important role. During the disaster, when the floods were there in Vadodara, floods were there in Kakinada, the cyclone was there, they were playing a very, very important role in ensuring citizen services, in predicting things, in logistics management, in ensuring that misinformation or wrong information does not go to the people. People get the right kind of information. I will invite you, if you are in a city, one of the smart cities, please do visit our integrated command and control center. See the kind of power it gives to the city. And not only that, our smart cities, we have learnt new ways of planning. The planning which is called retrofitting. The brownfield, the city is already there, we need to retrofit so that provide you better quality of life. A redevelopment will completely demolish the place and come out with a new development where the people have better quality of life. Or a new development, green development. That is the city's area adjoining the city, where you do the completely new development. And a mixed development which used to be in order earlier, but we started segregating things in the planning. We started, this is residential, this is commercial, this is industrial, this is that, this is that. A movement which was started by the automobile industry, impacted by them, that people have to travel a lot. The present day, we want to go for transit-oriented development. We want to have a mixed development so that people can live, they can work, they can get entertainment, they get schooling, everything together, and all at a walking distances. That's an order today. We have when we have a fast transit modes, we can have a transit-oriented development. Ahmedabad and metro is what I mean to say, that we are working with a complete focus of transforming the urban landscape. And the focus is only twofold: providing ease in living, making businesses simple, ease in doing businesses, improving the quality of life of the citizens, making sure that all those who have moved to India, moved to the urban India, they can realize their dreams. And once they start doing that, the impact will be, the whole country will be working in the one direction, and the $3 trillion economy which we are today will transform to the $5 trillion economy by 2024 and $10 trillion economy by 2030. That is the path which Honorable Prime Minister has taken, and we are all very much committed to it. I think as students of planning, my advice to you would be, There's ample opportunities today, whether it is a smart cities, whether it is our Amrut program, housing program, the general planning. You should open up, learn. We have got the fellowship under the smart cities. Internship, which is a tulip program. We have launched that. The cities are offering that internship program. You can see how the country is transforming. And then you become part of the Indian growth. The growth which is happening today, the world is realizing, and you become part of it. I end with, recently you must have heard about our Central Vista getting redeveloped. The new parliament is coming up. The work is already on. The Central Vista Avenue. Today I went for the 26th January Republic Day parade there. I promise you next year when we go there, it will be completely transformed vista. And slowly the whole area is going to be changed. And who is doing it? The planners, architects, engineers. Everybody is contributing towards that. And you can be part of that. I think this Punarutthan is a good name which you have chosen. The country is on Punarutthan or on the highest level of transformation. And it is transforming with a skilling, with a speed, and scaling things up. The world is watching. India is on the move. I call upon all of you to be part of this growth story, to contribute your best to whatever means, to the public sector, to the private sector, but opportunities are galore across the country. You should contribute towards making the country proud, making country first, India first as your motto, and give your best. All the very best for your next 3 days of the workshop. Enjoy, learn, commit, and contribute. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.